Wonderful.
Answer, actually, I have been doing courses with Hedera on blockchain technology. So I just wanted to know more about healthcare and its applications.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay. Chandni,
Hello. Yes, sir.
yes. Are you there? Yeah.
Yes, I'm there, sir.
May I know you?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Chandni. I work as a research associate in UEM college.
Okay, research associate.
Yeah.
Your background?
I have done MBA and then I've done PhD in finance.
Oh, wonderful. MBA and PhD. Okay.
Yeah.
Finance background.
Yes.
May I know your inclination towards this workshop?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to learn about the blockchain and everything related to that. So that's why I joined, so that I will learn about the blockchain and its methods and everything.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Satyanarayana? Chava Satyanarayana, are you there? Dr. Vijaya? Deepika? I need some few active participants. May I know to whom I can expect that these participants will be active during my session, so that our session goes in interaction mode.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Myself, Gaurav Kumar Das.
wonderful. Yes,
I am from CS background, sir. Actually, I am figuring out my research area. That's why I want to explore the blockchain also. Previously,
okay,
I have explored the quantum computing. Now I am
okay,
thinking to explore this also. That's why I am in this also.
wonderful, wonderful. Anybody else? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, sir. Self Ruchan Patel.
Uh-huh,
Actually, I am pursuing PhD in blockchain as an application
uh-huh.
in healthcare. I want to learn it, so I have joined this work.
Okay, okay, wonderful. Any more? Any more? Organizers? Few participants are logged yet. Like Shine is struggling to reply.
No,
She just
I gave him permission to unmute.
okay.
And you can unmute yourself and talk.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself, Shane. I'm currently pursuing my PhD in blockchain only. And I did my BSc Honors Computer Science from Delhi University. Then I did MCA from Jamia Millia Islamia. And actually, my area is blockchain only. So I was interested in this. So I'm continuing this.
Wonderful. Great. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else want to introduce? Anyway, I'm very happy that I could find quite good number of participants, very interactive, and there are also good number of people who are from non-computer science background, and also people who are from pure computer science background doing research. Good combination. Anyone else? So we have our topic today, right? Can anyone repeat the topic for the discussion today?
Yes, sir. Will digital intelligence replace biological intelligence?
Wonderful. What do you guys understand with this? What do you guys understand with this title or topic under discussion? Yes. Will the digital intelligence replace the biological intelligence? Just by listening the topic, what do you feel like? Yes. See, my discussion will be very generic, but I will take the discussion towards the topic. By the end of the session, you will understand the whole concept, what we are going to discuss now. Only the thing is, whatever the generic questions I will be asking you, you please be interactive, keep answering, and as you people keep answering one after the other, will keep on. I'll keep on giving you questions. You will be answering, and ultimately will reach our destination, where you people will be very clear with the concept, and you will come to a conclusion whether the digital intelligence will really overcome the biological intelligence or not. Fine. So being interactive is very important. This discussion will be such that which you will not find in Google, ChatGPT, or on some YouTube channel. This is completely a conceptual based or completely the concept what I have derived, or it's something like the maturity what I have derived till now. So now I'm ready to forward it, share it with you. Only the thing is, I expect interactive mode from your side as well. Okay. So can anybody answer? I don't want the answers on the chat. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Fine, sir. No, not on chat. Open your speaker, open your mic, and unmute yourself and say yes. I'm here, and give your answer.
Professor, the question that you are asking, it is a very divergent answer. You cannot just have a very clear-cut yes or no. After all, whatever we are discussing here, it is artificial intelligence, and it is based on the information gathered from the biological intelligence. And then artificially, collating it and putting a best one. Of course, that is one side of the answer, but other side is that when Gary Kasparov was defeated by Deep Blue Computer, then it was a question whether a single individual can match with the digital intelligence.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good, good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? You people can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me tell you, AI, AI is something. If you see this definitions, can you see this definition and try to elaborate? What do you understand out of this definition? The definitions of different domains are given very clearly here and in a very simple manner, in a pictorial as well. Only the thing is, just go through that and tell me what exactly you understand out of that. And not all, at least I expect you to give me the point of what AI means.
Sir, AI in broader perspective is a combination of machine learning, deep learning, and data science.
For me?
So, sir, AI is a broader perspective. In broader perspective, is a combination of machine learning, deep learning, and data science.
Okay, there it's a superset. Are all of them fall under AI category only?
Yes, sir.
But I wanted you to give me what you understand with this definition.
Sir, the definition simply says that it is a machine which can mimic the human behavior, means which can do what the human can do in their day-to-day life.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can anybody else? Can anyone else? If you keep answering faster, we can keep moving faster. I need 2 more people to answer so that we'll move to the next level. Right? Dr. Chandni, you're from MBA, right? So what do you just understand from this definition? Right? Anybody else? Yeah.
हाँ वो आगे आ गया और पीछे का एक और दांत निकल रहा है वो एकदम टेढ़ा हाँ हाँ, उसके पीछे नहीं बगल में
Yes. Are the participants Are the participants here? Mr. Abdullah? Mr. Anurag? Anand?
Hello,
Yes?
may I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir, artificial intelligence is science
Yeah.
of the systems which uses hardware and softwares और जिनकी परफॉर्मेंस के लिए ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस की जरूरत होती है वहां पे वो खुद से काम कर सकें उसको हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बोलते हैं.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So here one very simple definition is given to us. It is very clearly mentioning artificial intelligence means creating smart machines to mimic human behavior. So ultimately, we want human behavior to be mimicked by machine, right? So my question here is, are we really in a situation where we are able to make smart machines where human behavior is getting mimicked? So these concepts of artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, ठीक है, machine learning and deep learning are latest concepts, but artificial intelligence is a very old concept, more than 50 years. But in this long duration, lot of work and lot of research has been got carried out. So do you guys agree, or what is your opinion? Do you think that in this duration, did we come out with some smart machines who really mimic human behavior? Yes. Are the machines able to mimic human behavior? Do you feel like, we have crossed to some stage where machines are able to mimic human behavior, something like that? Are we?
Yes, sir. In near future, it will be possible that whole human can be mimicked by the machine. But at present scenario, I think some small chunks of works are already been existing that is been mimicked by AI in robotic science.
Do you think till now we have reached only small milestones?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clubbing all that
Sir.
mentioned to make the whole human sense will be a long journey.
Sir,
Okay.
like self-driving car is an example which is mimicking the human behavior.
Okay. Okay. So self-driving, driverless cars is one of the example. Okay, fine.
Yeah, driverless
But
car.
yeah, but as Mr. Gaurav Kumar have said, partially we have reached the stage, but in long future we may reach that destination where machines will really mimic human. How much will you scale in this particular situation? If at all, like if you are asked to scale in 1 to 10 for a machine, how much mature they are? How much will you scale for machine?
Not much. At the scale of 10, I will say it is the 2. I can mark it to itself.
Can you please give some reasons why you are so grading it in a so low level?
Actually, sir, अभी क्या है, हमारे पास कोई प्रोटोटाइप भी नहीं है कि एआई को कहाँ तक रोकें और कैसे कितना रोकें और कितना उसको हम दें फीड करें. अभी सर इनिशियल रिसर्च वर्क में ही है, तो इसलिए पूरी तरह रिलाय करना भी थोड़ा डेंजरस सा है. क्योंकि सर इन सोसाइटी ऑल्सो वी कैन सी दैट द जनरेटिव एआई इज मेकिंग द माइंड्स ऑफ ह्यूमन. जो वो हमको सिखा रहे हैं, हम थोड़ा बहुत उसको एज इट इज अपडेट अपने उसमें ले रहे हैं बिना वेरीफाई कि सही है गलत है. एज वी कैन सी इन चैट जीपीटी एंड ऑल अदर मॉडल्स, एलएलएम मॉडल्स. तो ये थोड़ा हर्डल है सर.
Okay. But you know, acha, anybody else who want to express your opinion? Mr. Gaurav have really came out with a very clear opinion what he has. He scaled on 2 out of 1 to 10. He gave only 2, and he expressed his opinion why it is. And the question is very clear: do we have we reached where machines are really mimicking human behavior? Acha, Mr. Gaurav, I'll ask you one more question. What are you expecting of the point of mimicking human behavior? How will a machine will behave when it start really mimicking human behavior? Now you have given a scale, level of 2. When it reaches the level of 7, 8, for example, how will it be? Yes. Yeah.
Sir, I think at the level 7, machine will start regenerating its thoughts, and that would be a danger.
Machine will start generating
thoughts, regenerating the thoughts.
What did you say?
Sir, at the level of 7, machine will start generating their own thoughts, on creating on their own data feeding mechanism.
Okay.
And that can be dangerous. As in human also, sir, human brain कभी अच्छा सोच सकता है, कभी बुरा सोच सकता है.
Right.
तो उस तरह से वो भी अपने माइंड को इतना डाइवर्स कर सकता है कि सर वो उसका जो थिंकिंग लेवल है वो अपने आप जनरेट करने लग जाए वो.
Fine. अभी भी तो हो रहा है ना? Even now it is happening, right?
अभी भी हो रहा है सर, पर अभी क्या डाटा कंट्रोल्ड है वो.
Who says data is controlled? Thoughts of the machine is still free, right?
हाँ सर, हो रहा है सर, एआई में हो रहा है, एमएल में हो रहा है, वो चीज मॉडल बन रहे हैं सर. मॉडल पहले भी बनते थे सर, वो फार्मूला बेस्ड है ना. तो जब ये फार्मूला इतने कॉन्क्रीट हो जाएंगे, कॉम्प्लेक्स फार्मूलाज, तो उसको जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी हमको डाटा देने की या किसी चीज को देने की. एनवायरमेंटल लर्निंग चालू हो जाएगी सर, आईओटी आ गया आजकल.
ओके.
वॉइस भी कैप्चर्स हो रहे हैं, है ना. तो वो एनवायरमेंटल लर्निंग से भी अपने आप को और अपग्रेड कर सकता है.
Fine. You think it should be? You want that stage to come?
Sir, no sir, I want that the that state to come, but in controlled manner. AI के लिए कुछ baseline होनी चाहिए सर, कितना implement करें, क्या implement करें.
Okay, but you are saying till now it is only you are rating only 2.
Yes, sir. At present it is 2.
At present it is 2, and it has to grow a lot.
Regulatory body के साथ, with regulations, sir.
With regulations.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So you think but the point is these regulations should be at international level, not at one particular national level, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. International level.
Yeah. Yes. And that's not happening.
Yes, sir. At present it's not happening, sir. I believe so.
Everyone want to excel, because people believe that whoever excels in AI, they are going to be next superpower almost.
Yes, sir. But today it is freehand, sir. If I need to generate any model, I can launch it without any regulation. Maybe
Yeah.
it for technical purpose or any other purpose.
Right. So anyone else who want to express their opinion? At this level, when the data is being fed to the machine, and machine is giving a lot of support and a lot of support to the human beings. So at this point, do you really feel that it is mimicking human mind? If it is mimicking human mind, then do you think that it is working on par with human? Can anybody answer to the next question? That is, first thing, it is proved that machines do work for the purpose it was started, like AI. AI's core purpose was to generate machines which will start working or mimicking human behavior. Yeah, it is mimicking human behavior. Some are other level, it is mimicking. Somebody may rate it as 2, somebody may rate it as 5, somebody may rate it as something else, but it is mimicking human behavior. Now, based on the current situation, do you think it is working on par with human? Yes. In this situation where human beings are doing so many things, and also training machines to do many things along with them. So in that particular situation, do you think that machines are doing good things, and many things are also perfect in their respective domains? Are their perfection on par with human? This is my second question. Abdullah, are you there? Anand, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. Would you like to answer?
But I don't understand your question, sir. Please repeat it.
Yeah, my point is, when the definition of AI says that we want to generate some smart machines, which will mimic human behavior, right? So we are working on this front from quite long time. So now we are using some AI models in some specialized domains, and they are performing in a quite satisfactory level. So my point is, when they are working in a quite satisfactory level, are they performance on par with human? Am I clear now?
Yeah, you are clear, sir, but I have no answer right now.
Acha.
Yeah, this is Yogesh here. Can I answer this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Amit. So I understand your question. So basically, you know, the artificial generative intelligence, that is where we have reached up to that mark where, you know, the artificial intelligence can able to mimic like a humans and can able to take a decision on its own. Okay, understand the environment, learn and take a decisions. Okay, so like a humans.
Right.
Okay, that is a, you know, level we have reached so far. That is what is my understanding. But we have not reached there. Now still more, you know, to go.
What is your ideal destination where you mentioned that we did not reach there? We did not reach there.
Oh, okay.
What do you
Maybe the
mean, like
emotion.
emotional intelligence? You mean to indicate?
No, you know, exchange of, maybe, you know, you understand, right, what I'm trying to say. So
just by one word.
If there is a relationship or the love exchange between two, or you know, so that is, you know, still not possible, you know.
See, at least in performance of the task, whatever is being assigned to the machines, are they performing on par with the human efficiency?
Yes. Task level, yes.
So, can you give one or two examples
No,
where
that
you
is
felt like, yeah, machines are really doing well?
no, maybe in you know, a lot of industries as well, you know, especially on the surgery, on the medical field, autonomous cars.
Okay.
So they can able to perform equivalent to, you know, what humans can do. So whatever being trained, it can able to you know, produce that results, you know, in accurate or 100% equivalent to what we, you know, can able to capable of doing.
100%?
What humans can able to, you know, capable, or sometime it may be beyond that, you know, the precision is consistent. That is a one advantage.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Good answer. I appreciate your answer. Well
Thank you, sir.
participated.
Thank you, Amit.
Very good. Anybody else?
There are some example where machines are outperforming the humans. The first example is that we generate images, and they are performing well in artistic work as well.
Very good.
And as we can see, the ChatGPT and other generative AI, which is giving the good answer, and which can analyze vast data, very large data, which is not possible for the human beings. So, as per my perception, these are the area like deep fake and image generations and artistic, many artistic works it is doing. So these are the tools in my knowledge, which is where the machine learning are performing better than the human.
Okay. Okay. So you used one term, better than human. Does it mean that the domains in which machines are performing, they are doing better than human? That is what you want to indicate? Anyway, my question was like on par with human, but the way you expressed better than human.
Better than humans means they can take large variety of jobs. Suppose we have a single artist, which if you say that please draw these images as per these descriptions, the possibility that a single artist cannot draw that much of variety of images, whereas there are many AI tools which are generating the lots of varieties of images. So I feel that it is better in terms of variety.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. ठीक है. Apart from artistic things, what else? And other participants, you people should counter if you have any doubt or any ambiguity about the points which are being presented here. Like for example, my point or my question here was whether the machines are performing on par with human performance. But during the discussion, Mr. Ravinder has very clearly specified in few domains it is performing better than human. So this is not a simple thing. Here, people who want to interrupt here, the people who want to have more discussion or who want to, they can really come out. Are there people who really want to have some discussion? Whether we can really say machines performing on par or machines performing better than human, something like this. Right? Right? Anybody here? Participants are very silent. May I know the reason why you people are so silent? At least tell me why you people are so silent. Because I keep delivering workshop lectures very often, but I hardly find, in fact, this is the first workshop in which the silence is dominating so much. Yes. Dr. Jitendra, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please tell me.
Basically, sir, we are not getting proper content like from PPT, so we are not able to grasp the content exactly.
Like it's simple questions, right? I'm not asking you something related with the formulas or some algorithms or something subjective questions. I'm just asking very simple questions on which you need to give your opinion. On that, you don't require any material, right? Your opinion is being asked. Right?
Yes, sir. Sorry,
Just
sir.
opinion. Only the thing is, if this would have been an offline, we would have sat with a cup of tea and a lot of opinions would have jumped out.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We can generally call chai pe charcha, right?
Exactly, sir.
It's going like that. Ultimately, we'll reach our destination where we want, where we'll come to a conclusion what our title want to speak actually. Only the thing is, you should keep on pouring your opinions as and when the question is asked. Right? You're from computer science?
Yes, sir. I am actually from organizing team of this FDP, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, not a big deal. Just to give your opinion. Like, what do you feel? Is machine performing on par with human, or machines are performing better than humans in current world?
When we talk in the context of speed and accuracy, then machines are good in accuracy and speed. But in terms of logical reasoning or analytics, I think human behavior is much superior than this AI. I think so.
Uh-huh. Just a moment. Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. As you are asking about that difference, between how the AI is better than the human being or not. So my opinion is when we compare where the higher memory is required, higher accuracy is required, higher speed is required, in that context, AI is better. But in case of logical reasoning or analytical skills, in that context, so human is much better and far more away than the AI.
Okay. Even like logical aspects also. Whenever accuracy comes with logical dealing only, right?
Accuracy, as I understand, like accuracy means how the accurate I generate the results with the help of the previous data. Where the higher data set is needed to identify, higher data set need to be remembered to identify any logic or any result on behalf of that data, where the AI is better. But the quick response or instant response is required, where the higher accuracy is needed. In that context, like human behavior is means human being is intelligence of the human is far more ahead of these technologies.
Right. And that is what we actually wanted to transfer it to machine. So I'll just show you one slide. Here you can see. Here we have this thing. In traditional, this is one of the basic point behind AI models and normal programming. in machine learning, you can see that we give the data as well as the output. Then finally, the model comes out. And this, when we see in detail, like for example, this is the core funda of entire AI models, and this is how we train AI machines. Before, in fact, you can just see this. Here you can see there are three different colors. One is yellow color. What we have named it as the target attribute, the yellow one, and the others are like non-target attributes. And even in this particular data set, we have taken a small sample actually. Here I have taken a small sample in which we are dividing it into two parts. One part we are taking it as a training, almost like you can feel like 75% is to 25%. We take 75% as for the training data set and the 25% as for the testing data set. So in this 75% of the data set, we give it to the machine such that it get updated, it get memorized, where we give the non-target attributes as well as the target attribute. But if just for understanding it very simple and in very clearly, we can feel it as non-target attributes are like input attributes or input values, and to the labeled attributes are to the target attributes. Like for example, you have these attributes. If you consider this data set as a medical data set, for having it as a medical data set, if someone patient comes and consult a doctor, if he says that I have a cold, I have fever, mild fever, I have throat pain, I have something X, Y, then the doctor may say that you have throat infection. Here you can see that a patient is coming to the doctor and giving listing his symptoms. And by listing his symptoms, the doctor is diagnosing the problem. So the diagnosis is something like the target, what he have to do. He's diagnosing the problem, and that diagnosis is based on this particular symptoms. So likewise, different symptoms are being listed and different issues are being diagnosed. So here you can understand this yellow column is something like the target or the diagnosis issue or the label, what we generally call. So in this entire data set, we take 75% of the data set as a 75% of the data set for training the machine, in which we give the symptoms as well as the diagnosis part together. That is input attributes as well as the output attribute. All together will feed to the machine. And later, when we are going for the testing, we give only the input attributes and we expect the machine to predict the output. So something like this. We give the blue part and we hide the yellow part from the machine. When this blue part is given, then the blue part is given, then the machine start predicting. When 4, 9, 3, 13 and 2 is given, the machine predicted as 20, and actually the output is also 20. Then the predicted and the actual value is same. Then again the other record is given where the inputs are given. The predicted value is 15, and the actual output is also 15. Then there is a match. Likewise, the rest of the inputs are also given, and their predicted values are tested with the actual values. And based on the number of matching, we see we calculate the accuracy of it. If at all the accuracy is within the acceptable range, then we'll go for that, go further, or we need to just tune the model. This is how the actual AI models are trained. But if you exactly see how the things are going on, it is something like exactly how the human are getting trained in their childhood. Like for example, if a baby is there, when the baby is there, when the newborn baby is there, the newborn baby don't have anything in his memory. It's like a plain paper. After the birth of the baby starts collecting the experiences or the records in the mind. Like for example, after 1 or 2 days only, the baby will start recollecting or identifying his mother, then father, grandmother, grandfather, siblings, and all. Every relation is something like a record, and every has some attributes, input and attribute. So that is how the data set is being developed even in the mind of a human child. So when the human child is also developing, the record by record, based on his experiences, the human child will also get developed. For example, have experienced like if a child is very young, if for example 4 months there, and he baby start crawling. Do you think the baby will fall down because there is no one to look at him? How many of you feel that the baby may fall because there is no one to take care of him? Yes. There is a high chance, right? There is no one to take care of the baby. The mother is in the kitchen and the baby was sleeping on the bed. He suddenly wakes up and he starts crawling, and the baby will naturally, there is a high chance, and most of the time the baby will fall down. The moment the baby will fall down, he'll start crying. The mother comes, consoles the baby, then puts him for taking rest and go back. But remember, if at all second time a similar situation comes, do you think the baby will fall down again?
Sorry to interrupt, sir. And
Yeah.
as we are going to start our new session, so if you want to conclude your slides, you can conclude it.
Okay. Okay. So this is how the basically the machine this is how basic machine mod are getting trained actually. So exactly how the human children are trained in a natural world, record by record, experience by experience, them in their experiences are getting stored in their memory, and as large the data set is, the more mature they are. Likewise, the data set is large, then then definitely there will be more mature the models are. So that is how the things go on. And basically, this AI or machine learning or deep learning, they are meant for extraction of hidden patterns. Anyway, as it is said, next session speaker is ready. I would just like to conclude by saying only this last point, that these all domains which may be related with AI, data mining, machine learning, deep learning, big data, or anything related with data, these domains are meant for extraction of hidden patterns. And as you can see, I have written 2 lines here: reading and understanding line by line, and reading and understanding between the lines. Understanding between the lines is nothing but hidden patterns. And for that, the more you understand you can understand between the lines very greatly when you know the historical data behind that. So knowing historical data, knowing the background, knowing the context, knowing the scenario, all these things really matter a lot so that you can understand the hidden pattern of that particular things. Thank you for the session, and here I conclude my talk. Thank you for the organizers. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session.
Right.
We'll be moving forward with Mustaq sir to take over for the next session.
Should I continue?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Okay, is it visible and audible?
Yes, sir, visible and audible.
Okay, thank you. So another important part of the medical use of the machine learning for mitigating the challenges of virus or the man-in-middle attack, where that images can be stored and that can be used for the ransomware. Pertaining to this talk, I should discuss, which is referred to as an enhanced multimodal learning for the medical imaging. Now, here you can see the outline would be that almost generalized scenario is that when we pass to transmit the information in a secure way, instead of relying a single key, it is better to use the 2-key asymmetric cryptography type of techniques, whereas we have only limited number of the algorithms currently existing. So, like one is the elliptical curve cryptography. I think Dr. Jitendra would also discuss about that. Another, or use some demonstration pertaining to that. Another is the Diffie-Hellman algorithms. Third is RSA algorithm, and fourth is the latest one, which is the Al-Jamal algorithms. In this, what is happening that all these type of which we claim that these algorithms are very much useful and able to transmit that information in the secure and efficient way, but they are vulnerable. So what happens is that when we are transmitting the image from the one system to another system, either the content of that would be same, and only that a checksum point of that would be required to be evaluated, that whether that is corrupted or not, or some changes are there or not. So in this case, depending on that, the type of the data transmission mechanism which is being applied from the IoT device to the varying of wireless or the wired media, we have the variations of the protocol which are existing or upon which that message are being transmitted. So having those type of the limitations to the systems, there are certain type of that limitations that need to be mitigated, and pertaining to that the intelligent mechanism is required in order to extract or identify those type of the challenges, and pertaining to that the solution should be made. So we have tried to explore all these different type of algorithms with the various of the data set like the audio, video, text, and images, and use that and try to mitigate those type of the extraction of the information while transmitting over the media or the channel or network channel, how that can be minimized. So as you know that, as I said, that a medical hospital is having a its own data center where they requires to keep the information. So variations of the patients will be there. There may be the political person or some organization person, what type of the disease they are having, their information that need to be kept in secure. But there could be the vulnerability. I'll give this example that recently I have observed that while making a cooperation with the company or that the information exchange which was made, somebody has given to the some intruder and he did communicate, started making communication with the fake ID, which is quite similar to that. It's slightly some hyphen with that message, and that is very vulnerable. We just could not be able to see with the changes in that, and that causes the problem. So in this, we have varieties of the ways where the organizations or the normal institute or something like that, which are also vulnerable in such cases. Now, software-defined networking is required where that the controller of each and every node is required to be made. That which should be enabled, which should be disabled, how much the traffic injection that is being done in, or whether that is secure or not. So in that case, the controller person or the network operating center controller person, he has to see that the variations and control them, even though this type of the attack can be there. So as I said that we have the limited type of this asymmetric cryptographic algorithms which are being used for the communication. Among them, Diffie-Hellman, RSA, and elliptical cryptography is there. So depending on this complexity, the elliptical cryptography is less being used compared to the Diffie-Hellman, and RSA is the most commonly being used in the message access algorithm part, because there are two things. One is this exchange of the keys, another is with the encryption techniques. So all these three different types of the algorithms which are mentioned over here, they uses their key exchange part, but the encryption they may use AES, DES, or triple DES, whatever that is required. So in the case that can be there, and the key exchange part is separate from that, and that can be passed together. So in this, what happens is that we pass to explore the latest one, this Alzheimer, where it not only it performs this asymmetric key information exchange program, but it is secure and it has its own encryption techniques and which is being applied in order to encrypt that information and transmit that. So pertaining to this, we can claim, it has been claimed that it is in high performance, more reliable compared to this existing algorithms. Now, when we talk about this clinical data exchange information over that system, just hold on. Hello. So, what we have observed that these algorithms, all these four algorithms, which are being used in a secure environment for the medical imaging exchange, or that can be applied to any other organizations that are vulnerable and the many individual that can be there. So as you can see that it happened in the AIMS. Yesterday I had also stated about that. So in that case, the protection of that is very much important while dealing with such type of network environment. So in that case, a similar type of that realistic environment, we requires to look into that how much time it is taking for the encryption, decryption, and how much energy that is consumed. Depending on that, the amount of the data which is being used, and the man in middle attack, if that comes under this network, it will inject its own patterns, either disallowing that system to work or extracting that information from the net. So in that case, the challenges are there. So if the matches, that case, that it has the attack is successful, or if that key does not match, in that case, we can say that that is not well done. So the thing is that we have the 4 different type of the data input. One is the text data, another is image data, third is the audio data, fourth is the video data. So in that case, if the audio data is there, truncation of that or embedding some other verbatim within that, that would be the cause of the problem. In that case, the wrong treatment may be given. So all these different type of the inputs which are being taken from the input sources, the controller would have, if that has been compromised with the very middle attack, would take these variations of the data and try to attack not only on the single channel but on the multiple channels. So any one of that, if it has been compromised, in that case the vulnerability of the system, and that would be considered that is compromised. So this case, to mitigate that, we require to look into that, having a such type of the compromised network, and the man in middle attack based on that the data or to whom it is comfortable to attack, it could apply the synthetic data or some other type of that packet injections to make the distortions in the network or the images or the input data which is being taken from the patient. So the challenges are there that all these different type of the features, the fusions which are required to be combined together to look into for the further processing, we require to take that how much the variations that has been taking place. So the SMOT, the synthetic minority oversampling technique, was in order to inject the attack in such of the network for a simulation basis. In the realistic environment, it is the person who is sitting over the channel and perform those type of the attack. Now here, one important thing is that this WI, which is the weight sum, for the data which has been collected among them, which is having the maximum variance that is required to be counted. And if that has been detected in that case, we can say that the system is vulnerable. So the fusion mechanism will be applied in order to identify that whether the attack is being made or not. And in that case, this would be a multimodal type of the technique. So in that case, we require to take all these fusions and apply that to the random forest where the multiple number of the decision trees are there. So those who are having that variations or those who are not having any variations, in that case, we can see that those critical variations are there. In that case, the majority of that decision can be taken and we can identify the type of the attack. So once those type of the initiations that has been made, or the data that has been collected, text, image, video, audio, first that is required to be validated and the system is required to be trained using the model. And in that, we are applying this random forest techniques to go for that, and then we perform the evaluation, and the final outcome of this fusion voting, that which one is having the maximum variance, that would be identified that at for which particular channel is overperforming or performing or having some sort of a data distortion, which would clearly be indicated using the decision tree. So the accuracy of that would be taken into the account to determine that the attack is done or not. So as we have applied this different variations of the data, audio, video, text, and images for the 4 different types of these algorithms. These are algorithms are Diffie-Hellman, ECC, RSA, Aljamal. Okay, so what has been observed that this Aljamal execution time is less. This the encryption decryption time is less. It consumes less energy consumption because of this lightweight and efficient compared to that. And the error, mean misfire error, which is occurring here, that is quite minimal compared to the other one. So that implies that this type of the technique, if it is been applied for the better and secure network with the variations of the data, audio, video, text, this Aljamal in all the cases is outperforming, claiming that this would be a good one for choosing for such type of the medical images data transmission. So here the R square is the important factor which is required to be maximum in order to indicate that the system is more secure and accurate, and it does not have any wrong implication. So as we can see that which are already stated over here and written over here in this slide, that this RSA and ECC are good, but that consume so much power compared to the ECC, compared to the Aljamal, and the mean square error is quite less in the Aljamal compared to the other one, and it is having this highest score of the 99% compared to the other one. So having this 99% of the accuracy with the minimal number of the error, with the minimal number of the computation time required, and the less amount of the energy consumption, the Aljamal, the latest 2P encryption algorithm is the best outperforming compared to the existing one. So the attack which is required to be used, that need to be counted for the more number of the data input which is to be injected. So in that case, the generalized text information, if we start performing from the 100 node to the 1000 number of the node from which that input data is to be taken, in that case, the system learn better, and on this 1000 score, it would be giving the minimal number of the success of the attack. So that implies that out of this 88%, it has been reduced to the 45, or video 91% to the 36%, and the audio is quite interestingly that is totally mitigating all these type of the attack. So that means that the medical transcription data which is being used for conversion of the audio text to the normal text, it would be able to protect the system and without any and that is without any error. And some more improvement is required in order to identify the attack in the medical imaging, because that is a critical one, and more exploration in this area is there. So this is the gate to thing, because 88 to the 63 only that has been reduced. So success rate of that is not that is high. 60% means is very high. Somebody is already taking into that system vulnerable. So extracting such type of the images input data is easy, even though we are using all these 4 different type of the algorithms, and you can see over here, and this is a critical one for the medical imaging data. Now the correlation metrics indicate that how much that similarity of that images are there, and how much time it is consuming pertaining to this text, image, audio, and video. So clearly indicates that the system are in some cases like that images that are much vulnerable, and giving that less chances of mitigation of or protecting of the system, whereas audio and text are quite much protected, and further improvement is desired or that is required. So we can say that the confusion matrix pertaining to this Jamal algorithm, so 98% out of this 47,900 number of the attempts that were identified and that were mitigated, only the 470 that could not be identified. So the further improvement, if we do this machine learning and apply that in the multiple number of times, that case the accuracy would become more, and we would be able to handle that more in efficient way. So this is what this the CRT algorithm is also one of that important part which is being used. So in this the Chinese reminder theorem algorithm is a very good cryptographic algorithms which is used for the multi-second image sharing. So instead of transmitting a single images, a bunch of the images without encryptions, if it has been transmitted, in that case, the man in middle attack will pass to accept that information, even though that image it identifies or it requires to go in the normal scenario, he may change that this is which type of that pattern is and what type of that information is. Whereas if the CRT based algorithm, if it has been applied, so in that case that entire image is totally invisible and that cannot be identified unless all that is symmetrically asymmetrically both of the data matches. So in that case, the test of that is also been done for the CRT based encryption mechanism along with this. So in that case, this is a very lightweight and giving us the better comparative output very fast and efficient way in all of these different type of the algorithms. So what we have done that along with this Jamal algorithm, so we applied this encryption algorithm of the CRT and embed that and transmit that information. So any person with that man in that attack were mitigated and that person could not be able to identify those images, and even though if it has been extracted in that case, it cannot convert that into the actual format which has been mentioned here. So the last one is that image which is encrypted using this CRT, and the first one is that actual image. And the extraction of that using that same key, if it has been applied, so in that case, the entire exact image with a very without any loss that can be achieved. So we can claim that having such type of the technique available with us, we could be able to make the more robust system without any error, and that will give us the better output. So here is that the box plot pertaining to the different types of variations of the text and image data, where that clearly it is indicating that the system is more accurate and is not being able to compromise with the man in the middle attack. Hello. 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 Okay, so here it is a comparative analysis of all these four different types of variations. With that, we have applied the 1,000 number of the devices from where this inputted data is taken, and as the node count we are increasing and using this combination of this Aljamal encryption or Aljamal key handshaking technique and then CRT type of that encryption. So that is giving us the better output compared to the another normal conventional type of the thing. So all these different types of the algorithm, among that we can say that the system is more efficient and effective if our approach of using the CRT is applied instead of that conventional AES-DES in the conventional two-key encryption algorithms and the Aljamal algorithm, which is having its own type of the encryption technique. Okay, so I have in conclusion we can say that having a such type of the robust system for the medical environment, the protection of the information of the patient can be made in a better and efficient way, and we can secure the network so that any such type of the ransomware like the Shamoon attack, which is normally know that is a well-known type of that attack, ransomware attack was very much explored, and that was कई सारी algorithm है एक तो Aramco है, Reliance है, they were compromised with such type of attack. So I will not go into detail about that, but you should explore those type of the things, and having such type of that better algorithms for protecting the medical networking environment, which ought to be secure using this SDN based type of the control based network, we can claim that the system will be more protected and less vulnerable for being attacked with the pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. If anybody is having any query, they can put up in chat box. So, sir, I think no one is having any queries. So, sir, thank you for giving us such delightful session on how.
Very recent research which we have done.
Yeah, yes, sir. It was really interesting, and those comparisons that you showed, like it was very good, and we learned a lot from that. So, thank you once again, sir.
Thank you. I stop now. There is another meeting.
Okay, sir. So, forwarding to our last session for the day, we will meet again at 4. So, everybody, please bear with me, and we will meet again at 4. And the last session taken by Professor Jay Prakash sir. So, I have already sent the updated schedule on the group. So, please do check out.